This is, what can I say about the Dragon Pilot? Well, this is an interesting anime. Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so the Dragon Pilot, I honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that the dragon looks absolutely adorable, I probably wouldn't have saw it. I always, when it comes to Netflix, bored one day, wanting to watch something, it was late at night, I wanted to watch something, I wasn't tired enough to go to bed, but I was pretty tired, so I'm laying in bed and I just wanted to watch something, and that's whenever I turn on Netflix. It's on my list only because I love dragons. I had absolutely 100% no idea what this was about. Other than the fact that the dragon apparently turns into a mech. That's the only thing I knew about it, because the dragon had some type of armor in the picture, and then we had the main character. That's all I knew about it. And, yeah, watching this was an interesting tale. Now, I really liked the animation, I really liked the art style. This is on, of course, Netflix. Netflix is where I watch it. Go ahead and check that out if you guys want to watch it. I don't know if I had to like give this one a full number review. I give it about a 7. Like, I really enjoyed it, but it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen in terms of story, but it was an interesting tale. So what is this about? So we have dragon pilots, people who you would think would sit on the back of dragons and fly them off into the sky to perform important missions. That's not exactly how this went. Okay? Apparently what it is a dragon chooses a person, eats them, the person, and then is able to control them like a mech. Like, there's this area in the dragon's neck where if they hit that area, they're able to literally become one with the dragon somewhat. They don't like mentally become the dragon. Like, that would be cool, mentally becoming the dragon when the dragon eats you. But no, it's more like a mech that listens to you. I don't know, it's really weird. I was really quite surprised at the fact that the dragon has to eat you, that you have to get into the dragon's mouth and go down its throat to become one with the dragon. And then the dragon, again, the dragon doesn't like eat you, like you don't, dissolve or anything. You only dissolve if the dragon doesn't trust you. So if the dragon doesn't trust you, it will try to digest you. But if it trusts you, it will give its free reign and ability to fly to you. So, and let you control its actions. Which, okay, that's an interesting take. When I saw that this was called Dragon Pilot, I thought we were going to get, these guys on the back of dragons flying into some type of war because there was like an armor on the dragon. No, it definitely took a turn that I was not expecting. The main character, Amatrasu, literally gets eaten by her dragon, and she's able to control her dragon when she's inside of it. And because, you know, people, the dragons are legendary. All people don't know about the dragons, so it's kind of a military secret. So all dragons have to be disguised, and as the years gone by, they've been disguised as many different things. Well, now they're being disguised as airplanes. So that suit of armor that's on the dragon, it isn't a suit of armor. Literally, when it's in flight mode, the suit of armor can mimic the ability and look just like an airplane. That's interesting. And again, instead of being actually into the pilot, the cockpit of the pilot, where the pilot would normally sit, or on the back of the dragon in the cockpit. No, the pilot is literally inside the dragon. Literally inside the dragon. That's really, 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 really weird. Amatrasu just starts working for the military. She has no idea what she's getting herself into. They end up escorting her to one of the hangars, and when she goes in, a dragon eats her, choosing her to be the next dragon pilot. So she is chosen, the dragon has chosen her, and whether or not she likes it or not, she unfortunately has to fly the dragon. And this is really important because basically the story goes is that there's this big, massive dragon that is asleep, and the dragon pilots have to protect it. Now, the only way they can do that is when the monster awakes, they have to go and pick up the monster and hopefully take it somewhere else so it can sleep. Meanwhile, the monster also apparently needs a snack. Yes, that's right, and you'd be surprised at what the snack ends up being. Like that, there's this whole ceremonial princess thing of this princess being chosen every single century, and yeah, the big dragon eats her, but she doesn't survive. She gets digested, which sucks. And for some reason, all the dragons are males, and they choose who can fly them, right? And the fact is, if the pilots fall in love with someone else, dragons reject their pilots and start eating them. So it's a huge problem because eventually Amatrasu does kind of start liking somebody in the series, Unage. And I liked him. He's a pretty cool character, and I end up watching this entire anime a little jaw dropped at the story that it came up with. I really like the characters. They're fun, they're spunky, they're enjoyable. I really like Amatrasu as the main character. She was fantastic. Her and her friend hopefully saved the day. That was fantastic. One of the best characters of the show to me was, without a doubt, Toshina. She was fantastic. Her story was great. So she grew up wanting to become a jet pilot, and then she gets stuck with a dragon. And she doesn't want to admit it, but she does love her dragon, but she's always wanted a jet. And so the dragon itself turns into a jet, obviously, with the mech suit, and it refuses to turn into a dragon until Hosho lets it actually be a dragon, which is just fantastic. I really enjoyed her as a character, and her dragon was fantastic. I enjoyed the cast of characters. They were all pretty much enjoyable. The art style was pretty good. Again, 7 out of 10. Definitely one of the more bizarre Netflix animes I've ever seen, but it was actually pretty good, which is rare because here's the thing about Netflix. You either get good or you get terrible. There's no in between. And I am glad to say that this was good, but this was definitely an unusual anime to me. But unusual doesn't mean bad. I did enjoy the story that they came up with. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Apparently this is based off of manga, so yeah, it's an interesting story. I'll definitely give it that. An interesting story. Maybe I'll pick up the manga at some point and give it a read to see the differences between that and the anime, especially the Netflix anime. That'd be interesting. Let me know your thoughts about the Dragon Pilot down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.